Hey, what's up guys? Got the relatively new 2017 F150 here. I've done a number of modifications to it already, with many more to come. But I've had a lot of questions about the things I've done, so I figured it'd be easiest just to do a video review and provide a little bit of feedback. So I provided links to all of my upgrades in the description, so you guys can feel free to check that out. And I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle and show you guys what I've done. So I guess we'd go ahead and get started here. One of the first upgrades I did were the Anzo switchback headlights. So these are the second generation, and the switchback basically just means that they turn amber when you use your turn signal or unlock the truck. And there's also a tune you can do with a device called ForeScan, and that kind of allows you to make them amber the entire time. And these lights are great. You know, I've got a lot of compliments on them, and I think they really look aggressive, and it really brings out the truck. It's a pretty simple upgrade you can do to bring out the front end. One thing I will say though, however, is that they come with the halogen bulbs included in them. So basically you're just paying for the DRL strip at that point, because it's not much of a change in light output between the factory halogens. So what I would recommend is upgrading to LED bulbs. So you can replace those pretty easy, but furthermore I'd recommend just buying those both at the same time, because it's kind of a process to swap out the bulb once you have the headlight unit already installed. So I went with the Crystal Lux LED bulb, and I think it was a great choice. I had a number of ones. I did a lot of research, so I was looking at a number of different bulbs. I even tried out another bulb, and I think this is definitely the best one you can buy. It's not on the cheap side, but it brings a really clear, crisp light output, and it's not too bright. I've never been flashed, but it provides a really clear white output. So that's something I would definitely recommend doing as well. And then furthermore, I'd pair those with the Morimoto fog lights. So these not only have a great light output and they're LED, but they're smoked. So they kind of bring out that look in the truck that I was going for with the black on the sides. And I think that looks really aggressive, but it's also clean. And so furthermore, you might have noticed also that I blacked out the sides of the bumper here. So you can find this on the higher end trim models like the Platinum and I think the Lariats as well. But you can't find it on the XLT model, which I have. So in order to do that, I just used some Plasti-Dip. So I did a number of coats here with a clear coat on top. I think it turned out pretty well. It's not perfect. As you can see, it doesn't quite match up with the gloss, but it's pretty close. And if you're standing pretty far away, you can't really tell. And I think it looks really good. That's the look I was going for with that grille. I think that grille kind of was meant to be drawn down like that into the bumper like the Platinums have. I really like that look. And I may end up changing the grille and even the bumper down the road, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. So I guess we just move on here to the next upgrade I did, which are the Roush wheel and tire kit. So these are the same exact setup on the 15 through 17 Roush F150s. So it's the Mickey Thompson Baja ATZ 33-inch tires, which are wrapped around the Mickey Thompson Special Edition Roush 20x9 rims. And you can see here you got the custom Roush engraving. These wheels are really dirty right now. Sorry, I was doing some off-roading earlier. And then you have the carbon fiber cap on them as well. And I would also go ahead and do the locking lug nut kit. I provided a link in the description for everything you can see here. I found them on Amazon, and I think the tires are really nice. I think these provide the perfect combination of off-road capability as well as smoothness on the pavement. So this is my daily driver. So I kind of wanted something that was a little bit, quiet and not quite aggressive wheels, but this is the perfect option. As you can see, I've taken it through plenty of mud and they hold up really well, but when you need them to perform on the pavement, they're also super clean. So I also ended up just going with the 2-inch level kit. I was thinking about doing a lift, but for what I need it for, and I just didn't really think that was necessary. I think the level really makes a clean look on this truck. I like the stance that it's at right now with the 33s on there. I might end up changing it down the road, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. One thing I will note though, if you are going to upgrade to the 33-inch wheel setup, you will need at least a 2-inch level to fit those. Otherwise, I think you'll have some pretty bad rubbing when you turn those corners. But right now, yeah, that's kind of the setup I have right now with the wheels. I think it's a really clean look. I'm surprised I don't see more of these Roush wheels on the road. I really like the look of them, and everything I've seen online, people are pretty crazy about them. So I think they're a really clean setup here, and I definitely recommend going with those. And then you can kind of see the offset here. If if you can see that. They stick out just a little bit. I really liked that look. You know, they stick out just enough for me, which isn't too much, but looks great. And then I also added this Oklahoma edition emblem here. Thought that looked kind of cool. Kind of helped complement the black with the hint of chrome look I was going for. And then that's pretty much it for the exterior here. I'll show you some of the things I've done in the interior. One of the first things I did actually to the truck were these Husky floor mats. And this is something that I highly recommend for any truck user. Pardon the mess in here, by the way, but as you can see, it's doing the job. So it's keeping the mud out of the carpet, and I think these are just essential for anyone that has a truck. And then moving on here, I also did a little sound system upgrade. So I added the Kicker 12-inch Pro Comp sub, and then the Alpine amp to match. And I'll tell you what, I mean, just for hooking this up with the factory door speakers, it changed the sound quality tremendously. I think it's a relatively cheap upgrade that really just changes the interior. And I used this, the box here, and it fits perfectly under the seat. So I added the grate cover just to prevent it from rubbing on the top of the seat, or on the bottom of the seat cushion, I should say. It's not really essential, but it's something I would recommend just because I had it, as you can see, I'll show you. So I had it resting on the sub box without that grate cover for a while, and I just didn't like the way it was rubbing. It didn't change the sound quality at all, but so it's something that's not essential, as I mentioned, but something I would just recommend doing. And I also installed a knob to turn the volume of the sub up. They installed it right in the first drawer of the center console, right below the USBs. So that's something I would recommend doing as well. I provided the link in the description for all of this stuff, so you can check that out, but that's an easy way to turn down the volume of the sub. So I'd recommend doing that. And then moving back here, I just did the spray and bed liner. That's another must-have for any heavy-duty truck user. And I really haven't done much to the back yet. As I mentioned, it's a relatively new truck, so I might end up changing the bumper out eventually. I don't know if I'll paint this or add an aftermarket bumper, but you know, that's down the road. So one of the first things I did back here, I just added that American flag hitch cover, and then I also swapped out all of the bulbs back here for LEDs. So these license plate bulbs, as well as the third brake and cargo light bulbs. And I think that really changes up the look. It makes it look like a lot nicer of a truck with the crisp white LEDs as opposed to those ugly factory halogens. So these at night, they kind of light up this tailgate indentation here, and it looks really clean at night. And then the LEDs back here for your cargo lights, you know, if you're working back in the back of your truck at night, it really makes a difference here. And then I think I'll add a tonneau cover. I'll probably just do a hardtop trifold tonneau cover down the road, maybe in the next couple weeks here. And then in terms of exhaust, I was thinking about doing an exhaust kit. Again, though, I have the 5.0, so it already sounds pretty good. I'll give you a start. Yeah, so it sounds pretty mean already. You don't really need too much here with the 5.0s. So I might do something down the road, but we'll see. I'll just keep you guys posted. I may do another video in a short amount of time once I get a few more upgrades on. I also plan to do a cold air intake. I think I'll keep up with the Roush theme and probably do the Roush cold air intake here. So I'll keep you guys posted what I end up doing there. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And again, there are links in the description for all of my upgrades. You guys can just feel free to use those to find these pretty easily. And then just let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer anything. So thanks for watching, you guys, and take care.